Today I'll cover how to use the Webhook function of the Teams Manager and show you a short example. First of all, to access the feature, you need a valid license. We offer an additional Webhook package that's needed for this functionality. In short, you can create webhooks using Microsoft Flow, Power Automate, or Azure Functions for the specific events that are performed in Teams Manager. Events include teams created, team approved, template saved, or request created. For the webhooks to be triggered, a valid URL is required. I show you how to create a webhook. Open the Teams Manager, open the settings via the hamburger menu. In the configuration menu, click on Expert Mode and navigate to Webhooks under First, Settings. Let's create a new webhook by clicking on the Add New Webhook button on the right. Now we have to enter these four mandatory details: a webhook name, a webhook description, a trigger, and the kind of automation. Let's say we want to get notified, for example, whenever a template is saved within the Teams Manager. The field webhook name accepts alphanumeric characters. Let's give it an identifiable name like template saved. In the field webhook description, we shortly describe what the webhook wants to do. The drop-down trigger currently has four options. These are the before-mentioned events that are used for triggering the webhook. We can select from team created, team approved, template saved, or request created. For our example purpose, we select template saved from the drop-down. The field automation denotes whether to use Microsoft Flow or Azure Function to trigger the webhook. Let's select Microsoft Flow here. After clicking Next, the next window opens. In the field Microsoft Flow URL, we have to put the URL for the webhook to be called for. The properties and description displayed depend on the trigger event we chose before. These information can be sent with the webhook and can then be used outside the Teams Manager. I created a simple flow in Power Automate to demonstrate that functionality and added a trigger event called when a HTTP request is received. There, we insert the properties from a Teams Manager webhook in JSON format. With that, we get a URL for a Teams Manager webhook ready to be copy-pasted. Enter the Microsoft Flow URL and click on Create to finish the creation of a Teams Manager webhook. Now our little example is finished. And we automatically get a message whenever someone saves a Teams Manager template. A webhook is always needed when you want to send information from the Teams Manager to the outside, or when you want to trigger other applications from the Teams Manager. The possibilities with this functionality are nearly endless, and I'm sure there are many business cases that can be automated using it.